Game on, ladies and gentlemen. The Enter the Storm, powered by Ghost Gamers. There it is. We have the NA tournament, and we are already in round number 3. And as you can see, we have the Murloc Geniuses going up against Bros. To the left side of the map here in Khaldor in our best of 1, we have Equinox on Tyrael. We have Faye on Sylvanas, Luck on Kelthas, Matt Timmy on Rega, and Fury on Johanna. Starting to the right side of the map, we have Arthelon, and he's currently playing Tyrande. We have Erho and Muradin, McIntyre again on Sonya, Zuna on Jaina, and Kenma is playing Malfurion. Alright, so this is going to be quite a bit of fun. I'm actually liking the setups that we're seeing here. Look at that. Rega in itself already with the healing totem on level 1. So it's pretty cool from a European perspective to cast these NA tournaments, because right now there's so many different things that we're seeing here, not only when it comes to the hero drafting, but also when we're talking about talents. There's quite a few choices that would never happen like this on the European server, so having a bit of like diversity is of course always awesome. In this case right now we're having Rega, and Rega is a hero that we don't see too much on the European server, and as far as I know, on North America is not really that much of a big deal either. So Mad Timmy thinking a bit out of the box here with this setup. And let's see how exactly he's going to play this. Rega is one of those heroes that has fallen off a bit, just because not only did Tyrande and Tassadar get a lot better when it came to the healing powers, but he's overshadowed by heroes like Uther, for example. We have Malfurion and also Tyrande for the heals on the side of Team Bobros, the Bobros fan club. Kenma is currently in the mid lane, and oh, here comes the root, and Equinox jumps away. Arthelon wants him, and so does Erho. Who doesn't want Tyrael? Everybody wants a bit of justice, but it looks like he is going to get away, at least for now. Tyrael escapes. Well done here. I thought he was dead meat, but what do you know? He gets away out of this. Well played here. So didn't fall to the gank. But you can already tell that the aggression is, at least thus far, coming from the Bobros fan club. And they have been playing their first few games with so much aggression already. I mean, McIntyre here, the entire time with his Sonya play, he is putting so much damage out. Sonya in general is just amazing right now. Down to the bot lane, a bit of a gang stun already. 1, 2, the Blizzard hits once, twice, and Faye is super low, but so is Arthelon. And Luck is trying to finish him off with his Tyrande, but nope, that's not going to happen, at least not now. The rest of the team is still soaking all of the lanes here. Here comes once again Erho, he's jumping in, tries to get the stun in. Good hit, and Kelthas eliminated. Well done here on the first blood for the Bobros fan club. They get Matt Timmy as well, the healer is down. Nice double kill. Both of them are very, very low. Arthelon, the only one, who's actually still with a decent amount of hit points here in lane, but the rest of them, definitely, they ate a lot of damage, but it was totally worth it considering how many kills they got here. Talking about the talents level 4, as we see the tribute happen, we have on level 4, look at that, no Snowstorm taken, no Arcane Intellect, nope, instead it's the Frost Just that we see now. So that's a super interesting talent to take. We have a bit more of a focus on on the skill shot for Jaina in the recent past. Most of the time you see the player still going for 1 mana talent, either Conjurer's Pursuit on level 1 or Arcane Intellect on level 4. Nice snipe against Fury up here to the top. As the Bobros fan club claims the first tribute. The bot lane instead is just being pushed. So basically the Murloc Geniuses made the decision to push the bot lane instead of going for the objective, which you can definitely do if you are fairly certain that you won't be able to win the fight, but you want to make sure that you get a slight leading experience, or at least you don't fall here. Coming back to that Jaina argument, you can of course always argue that the level 13 talent on Jaina is kinda nice. I mean, you can go into the Icy Veins here, but Icy Veins is more so about a cooldown reduction than about the mana in itself. That's also the case because on level 13, you already have a fair mana pool that you can use, and it's not really as difficult as in the beginning. If you have good mana management, you get away with all kinds of combinations there, but seeing that talent on level 4 is definitely pretty cool on the side of Jaina. You don't see that all too often, and we would expect Icelands to be taken as a level 7 talent now as well, or is he still going into Frostbitten? I guess that's something that we're going to find out in a second. We have also Rampant Growth now taken on level 4 for the better initial heal. Enduring Growth there too. Tyrael down there. Wow, didn't even see him there on the minimap. He apparently got taken out now. Jaina, by the way, is waiting. And there it is. Going for the Iceland's talent. Alright, as expected. Another tribute on the map. It's tribute number 2, by the way. And both of the teams are now at level 7. So that's the time when you really want to fight if you're on the setup of the Murloc Geniuses. Once again, Siege Giants up at the top. Luck is in trouble. 1 stun. This is just like such a nice stun chain that they have there. It's such a massive, massive burst combo. It's really like it's a Heroes player's wet dream come true. We have not only, I mean, it's bad enough that you have the Muradin and the Tyrande against you. Those two alone already make sure that you are locked down. Then the extra damage thanks to Tyrande with that level 1 talent with the Ranger's Mark is already going to be incredible. And then you have a Jaina behind you, and that more or less already completes the sniper composition because Jaina gets both of the Blizzard Waves in, the Cone of Cold and the Ice Lance, and that does so much damage. But as if that wasn't bad enough, you have also Eminem in the opponent's team, aka Sonya. Eminem is wearing a wig and is now playing Sonya. In case that you didn't know, you just have to look at the portrait at the top right and you know exactly what I'm talking about. But he, with his slam, can do so much damage. And that is just like absolutely incredible. And if you have that on top of the Jaina damage, like who's going to survive that? What they need is that ancestral healing. But I would actually have said go into a Divine Palm here. If Uther is banned out, Divine Palm on Karazim is good enough to keep these heroes alive. They're probably going to try and run that with the ancestral healing. And Matt Timmy can definitely pull that off, don't get me wrong. But I feel it's going to be quite difficult for him. Earth Shield has been taken on level 7, and that is, in my opinion, a tribute to what is being played here by the Bob Ross fan club. Once again, we're having a big push in the mid lane. The level 10 is super early here. It's a 1 level lead, but this early level 10 is going to put the curse now on the blue team. No way that the Murloc Geniuses are really going to contest this. They're trying, though. They're trying to stall it out a bit. Fury is there, and Arthelon is immediately telling him, get the hell out of there. There's the curse against the blue team, the Murloc Geniuses. They are cursed. We're having the push in the mid lane already. Erho and McIntyre are starting to move in here. And up to the top lane, we're seeing a bit of pressure from the tri-lane. Korthenlag, Faye, and Matt Timmy are attempting to just move through, but Kemba alone is able to hold them at bay. Whereas in the mid lane, Equinox, I like it. Really well done here. Nice juke, avoiding the stun, jumping away, then very good move here on his side. That would have been a horrible kill. Right now, we're having also this one eliminated. We're seeing down to the bot lane, another keep. Well, not really attacked just yet, but the wall is about to crumble. So we have, at this point, Sanctification taken, Wailing Arrow, Phoenix, Ancestral Healing, and Blessed Shield. Especially Sanctification is important, but the Wailing Arrow is hitting really well. That was a great move, but Arrow gets the Avatar through, jumps in goes Sonya, and it's the double kill against Keltos and Sylvanas. Matt Timmy is also dying, Rhaegar is down, and Equinox is also taken to pieces. A full team wipe, and the Bob Ross fan club is just absolutely dominating this right now. Great play by them. Using, of course, the sanctification. I mean, using Sanctification was definitely justified, but we don't rename the talent just yet. But that was simply not enough to withstand all of that pressure play. There's too much damage coming out of these guys. If you go into one of those narrow corridors and then you have Slam and also Blizzard against you, there's very little that you can do, especially when Muradin with that level 7 talent is hitting the double stun. There's now the boss claimed, top lane phase, trying to hold these waves at bay a bit. But this is just a disaster right now for the Murloc Geniuses. So far, they just have not found their rhythm. Level 10 definitely made them a lot scarier, admittedly. I mean, they have been able to use a nice Wailing Arrow there, maybe too early. If they get the Blessed Shield and the Wailing Arrow off at roughly the same time, or they let the opponent jump them and then use Sanctification and the rest of their skills, they can definitely win one of these fights. But right now, the only thing that they can do is react to what's happening on the map, and that's the biggest problem that they are experiencing. We're looking at the bot lane where the boss is being defended against by 3 heroes, whereas we see, of course, up to the top lane, the Bob Ross fan club going for boss number 2. They have even sprint on Tyrande. I haven't seen this talent in ages. Pierce as level 4 talent on her is basically, this is like the I want to piss my opponent off talent. That's basically what this does on level 1. Oftentimes when you see a Tyrande comboed with another healer, you will see a full Owl build on level 1, 4 and on level 16, just to make sure that you have an opportunity to get some damage out there. But this is just basically just saying, hey, I want Pierce because I don't want them to channel any of these tributes on the map. Sprint now taken 2, and that's a bit of a surprise. Not really all too often that we see this. Overflowing light is normally what's going on. And now it's a kill against Johanna that even initiates them. This is crazy. So right now they're starting to move in again. They're moving straight into this, and it's not really looking good at all. I mean, this is going to be the first kill of the game most likely. We currently have up at the top lane, as you can see here, the boss already focusing the attention of the opponent in. Murloc Geniuses are trying to attempt what to do, but this is the 3-level disadvantage that they are dealing with now. The talent disadvantage as well. Boys, we're probably going to see level 16 talents hit faster for the Ross Fanclub than the level 13s are going to be in play for the Murloc Geniuses. That's the situation that we're talking about right now. It's 12 kills against 0. 12 kills against nothing. Airho moves in. Thank you very much for the camp. I'm gonna take it from here. Thanks, boys. God, I would be so pissed. Douchebag Muradin jumps in as the camp is already taken. Doesn't damage a single mercenary here. Just steals the camp away. Forces them back. They go through the towers. They toy with their opponents here. They shouldn't get cocky. I mean, we all know that with a single big team fight later on in the game, you can turn the Heroes of the Storm game around. But let's be honest here for a second. This is not looking like we are talking comeback. This is a typical IGN game here. We currently have Stone Form taken, no escape to make Sonya even more dangerous with the chasing potential. We're seeing on the side of Northern Exposure, on the side of Jaina, and 16 versus 13 talents. This is just brutal. At this point, the only thing that the Murloc Geniuses can really do is play it safe, play passive, wait for an opportunity, but they are running in traps the entire time here because, well, they have to do something. Right here, Faye's jumping away. Equinox is doing an incredible job, by the way, keeping himself alive. He has been taken down once or twice, but he has disengaged from so many ganks against him. It was incredibly well done. Here comes again another camp that is being stolen away. 60 versus 13. That is the root! Oh my god, that was so good. Nice ancestral healing here by Matt Timmy. Rhaegar is getting the ult through, but still, they are on the run and for good reason. They are just getting destroyed here. Shields everywhere. Here comes the stun. Matt Timmy is down. In jumps Aho. Where's the stun? He goes for Fury. Goodbye, Johanna. Oh my god, they're even using now the heroic ability with the Shadow Stalk here for the extra healers. Not that they need them. It's another team wipe, isn't it? Hell yeah, they're getting Faye as well. Or are they? Yes, indeed they are. McIntyre might die to the core. That would be the only kill in the entire game. It is 17 kills against 0. This core is going to fall eventually. Great play. Really well done by the Ross Fanclub. These guys are playing an incredible Heroes of the Storm here right now. And yep, that is them moving into the semifinals. GG, well played, and a great match here on Cursed Hollow. Alright everybody, that's it for today. Thank you very much for watching the video. I hope that you enjoyed the commentary and also the game. If you really liked it, feel free to also share it with your friends, especially of course if they're interested in Heroes of the Storm esports. And if you like the video, then also hit that thumbs up button on YouTube. And if you want to support the channel and myself, then you can subscribe to the channel if you haven't done that yet. Thanks again for watching today. I really hope that you enjoyed the show. It was a pleasure casting for you. And I hope to see you guys next time with more Heroes of the Storm here on Khaldor TV.